One of those guys I want to ask you about is Kai Havertz.
Yes.
Because scores the winner on Saturday, scored the winner in the Champions League final, of course. He cost an enormous amount of money. He's still very young.
Yeah.
If you watch him in person, I made this point before, he looks like one of the most, he looks much better when you see him in person in terms of his ability to do things.
Yeah.
His combination of size, strength, touch. He's not slow. Like,
no,
because of his build, he doesn't, he's not necessarily going to look like Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
But he's a really good athlete as well. When you put those things together, is he, when he arrived, I thought he was still quite raw and they weren't sure what his best position was. What do you make of his progress since he's been here? 18 months in. Yeah, I think it's fair to say he hasn't lived up to his transfer fee yet.
Yeah.
But how do you see his development arc?
I think yet is the key, because you can see the potential in terms of him understanding what it is to be playing in the Premier League week in, week out. And then, as you said at the top, he scored the winner in the Champions League final and the World Cup final. So there is some value there, because those are two huge moments where he stepped up and made the difference and been the difference. So I think he has come a long way, but I think for me it just felt like it was a really slow start to begin with. He just seemed a bit weak, soft, wasn't quite getting up to the pace of the game straight away. But I think he's starting to get a better feel for it. But I don't know, in some ways I think he, at times, in my opinion, feels better when other people around him are doing better as well. I don't think he's at the stage yet whereby he can just be the one that has a spectacular game.
He's not going to carry a team.
Yeah, I don't think he's there yet. Maybe his style of play means that he will never be there, but he's still a fantastic player. But there's time, there's potential. But for Chelsea, like, they've got so many other players who can play instead of him, that it's tough, because then the argument like, oh, he's a young player, that's when it plays against him. Oh, well, he'll be good in the future. Yeah. But he's been playing for a number of years now, so you can't talk future talk to somebody that's already started their career, as I say, from a number of years ago.
I think it's really hard to define what his best position is.
Yeah.
And it's also, I like the idea of a Havertz-Lukaku partnership. But I don't know if they're going to get enough minutes together to make it work.
Because of Werner,
because of the continuous upheaval in this team. Because if you play Havertz and Lukaku together as a two, you've got Mount behind kind of on his own, and you're relying on service from wingbacks who may or may not be there. I don't know. It's weird. It's just like the pieces don't fit.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of faith in Tuchel that he can make the pieces fit, but I kind of expected him to work this out sooner.
Do you think the reason the pieces don't really fit like this is because people are sometimes in, sometimes out, big injuries, somebody comes back, all this stuff. So we've not. Well, he's had time. He's been there over a year. He has been there over a year. But I wonder what his first choice team would be if he could pick it week in, week out.
I'm not sure he's clear on that either. I don't know. I don't even think that side necessarily bothers him, but I do think it is affecting the development of some of his players.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.